Propeller has found a unique way to honour RAF veterans of the Second World War. Thanks to the project, the veterans meet up once a year, and they do it via a very appropriate mode of transport. Paul Condon went to meet them.
They've flown through the skies to get here. Skies made safer because of them. Project Propeller reunites the Second World War RAF aircrew in a unique way. Volunteer pilots fly over 100 veterans to a wartime airfield to remember and celebrate their service and catch up with old friends. This year's event is at Halfpenny Green Airfield near Wolverhampton, formerly known as RAF Bovington, and for many, it's the first time they've flown as part of a crew since the end of the war. Created 20 years ago, Project Propeller is an unusual tribute from peacetime pilots to wartime ones.
The feedback is always effusive. It always makes me blush in embarrassment when, for instance, a man who's flown over Berlin 20 times in a Mosquito comes to me and says, "Thank you for all you do for us." And you just think, you don't get it, do you? You've got this all the wrong way around. This is us saying thank you to you.
So we'll come across here, noise abate will be just about there, and then we'll carry on up to Worcester.
50 miles south in Gloucestershire Airfield, Joe Stanley has a particular reason for wanting to fly up and join the party. He enlisted in the RAF in 1940 and served as an air gunnery instructor at Halfpenny Green and hasn't been back since. But his pilots, Judith Wordsworth and Rachel Grange, are worried about the weather forecast.
Though it looks lovely now, unfortunately, coming back, the forecast is just going to deteriorate really quite quickly. I don't think we're going to be flying there today.
Joe may not be flying in the plane today, but nothing's going to stop this 95-year-old from sitting in its cockpit.
A bit disappointed. Yes, I look forward to these little flights. Unfortunately, I'm the only one from the Aircrew Association branch that was flying up today. Thank you.
With Judith now piloting a car, they head off to Halfpenny Green. Every type of RAF veteran is here today. Pilots, navigators, wireless operators, all relating their stories. Bernard Ennis, an air gunner who flew with 228 Squadron, trained here. His plane was shot down over the Bay of Biscay, and because he survived crashing in water, he's a member of the Goldfish Club.
Robert Dinghy formed this club, life-saving club, and they made all types of dinghies, and they made wests and everything. And so they formed this Goldfish. We're really called kipper things, because Sundays are in the water. So we're the remains of, I think now I possibly are the last of the, we were the last aircraft to crash, and I think I'm now the last person alive.
Some pilots flew in later conflicts. One was in for a surprise when he spotted the actual reconnaissance plane he flew during the Malayan emergency in the 1950s.
We were just driving in on the pick-up vehicle that brought us in, and the first thing I saw parked outside the hangar was this aircraft, and I recognised its tail number immediately. I was in 7th flight, which was in Taiping in North Malaya in Pura, and I had this was one of our 6 aircraft, so I flew it on many occasions.
With the event drawing to a close, these RAF aircrew, who Winston Churchill famously praised as the few, are recognised with a flypast by the Lancaster of the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. Joe trained many air gunners who flew in the Lancasters, and Rusty Warman completed 30 bombing missions as one of its pilots.
Oh, it's very, very nostalgic. As soon as you see it appearing, and the noise appears, it's quite a characteristic noise. It brings back so many memories, you know.
Well, it's been exceptionally. Done 3 flight passes, which is nice, but it's difficult to imagine it ever flew those things, you know. It goes back a long time. It is a wonderful effort for people like myself, all the veterans, getting all together, and it's a lot of nostalgia. The only thing is I can never remember all the damn names. It's an old age.
Despite his disappointing start to the day, Joe has been offered a flight home in a jet plane which can cope with any adverse weather. It's an offer that sums up the spirit of Project Propeller.
Oh, it's been marvellous. I wouldn't have missed it for all the tea in China.